Jcbs hjullastare 435S har varit med sedan 2013, men då som T4i. 2016 gjordes den om och fick sitt nuvarande utseende under modellnamnet T4F. 2019 på Agritechnica presenterades den som 435S. Man behöll utseendet men gick från 230 till 252 hästkrafter då. Nu kommer en ny version av Jcbs hjullastare som är specialanpassad för jordbruk. Nu får motorn ytterligare effekt och man går från 252 hästkrafter till 282. Vilket tar maskinen från 17 hästar per ton till 19 hästar per ton. Enligt Jcb är det 26% mer än konkurrenternas maskiner i den här storleken. När det kommer till motorn så har Jcb behållit den pålitliga Kungens motorn på 6,7 liter, även i den här uppgraderade modellen. Maskinen har 2 inställningar för effektuttag. Grundutställningen är 230 hästkrafter och ett maximalt vridmoment på 840 newtonmeter, vilket ger tillräckligt mycket kraft för lättare uppgifter och transporter. I grundläget blir bränsleförbrukningen även bättre. Vill man ha ut maximal effekt kan föraren slå över till läget som kallas Dynamic Mode. Då får man tillgång till 282 hästkrafter som passar bra för mer utmanande uppgifter. Dynamic-läget slås på med en knapptryckning på den högra B-stolpen och maskinen stannar i läget även 2 timmar efter att motorn stängts av, för att man ska slippa slå på det igen efter ett uppehåll i arbetet. Utöver en 12% ökning i maxeffekt ger motorn nu även mer effekt över ett bredare register. Vridmomentet på maximala 1200 newtonmeter bibehålls från 1600 varv ner till 1100 varv per minut. Det innebär att man kan utföra samma arbete med ett lägre motorvarv. Under Jcbs pressvisning i Staffordshire mellan Manchester och Birmingham demonstrerades den nya maskinens segdragningsförmåga i jämförelse med den tidigare modellen. Detta i en miljö som skulle föreställa arbete i en plansilo. Den nya maskinen får tydligt ett försprång mot den äldre modellen uppför ensilagehögen. Jcb har själva döpt den nya 435S till King of the Clamp, vilket kan översättas till Kungen Av Plansilor. På den svenska marknaden konkurrerar Jcb 435S närmast med Volvo L90 och Ljungby L15.
We have here the new 435S. Could you describe the difference between this new model and the older one?
Okay, so the new 435S, what we've done there is given it quite a few enhancements compared to the previous model. One of the main enhancements there, what we've been able to do is increase the horsepower range of the machine. So originally the old model would have had 252 horsepower. We've now upped that by 12% to 282. So that is a quite a wide increase of horsepower range. The ability of doing that with the engine, and the engine is identical, it's still the Cummins 6.7 litre engine that we fit. We've also increased the torque range of that engine. So where before we had 11, I think it's around about 1186 off the top of my memory of torque in the previous model, we've upped that now to 1200 newton meters of torque. But that doesn't sound a lot in torque characteristics. It's only a few newton meters here and there, but with the ability of the upgrade, we've now been able to enhance that torque range and hold that peak torque for longer. So previously on the old engine it would have hit peak torque at its peak torque there, and then at 1300 RPM it then would naturally drop away as all engines do and all torque converters do. But with the new engine upgrade, we've now can hold that for 500 RPM, and we actually bring that in sooner. So that's now peaking at its maximum torque range at 1100 RPM and carrying on now till 1600 RPM. So when we're under load and we're wanting to push that material up the pile, we are pushing that envelope of peak torque for longer for the operator and allowing the speed to carry through when we're pushing these great loads up in the clamp.
Do you have done something with the transmission as well then to handle the more power?
Exactly. So there's no point putting all this power through an engine without harnessing that power. And the way we've been able to capture all of that extra power is by changing the torque converter within the transmission. So where we had a torque converter in the old, which was capable of harnessing the power, if we didn't make the modification to the new torque converter and put a stiffer torque converter in there, so we've gone I think it was 2.52 to 1 down to 2.35 to 1. So we've actually stiffened that up. That allows us to capture that extra horsepower and torque and deliver that torque through the torque converter and down to the wheels. So we're providing all of that power to where it's needed. So yeah, the fact is that it then gives us a higher torque range within the transmission and being stiffer when we're in open torque converter mode. It's delivering that power to the wheels.
Or there's something else new, or something in the cabin?
Well, cabin, what have we given the operator? So we've given the ability to customise torque lock. So our torque lock feature within the machine, that is a standard fit on all of our 6 speeds. The operator now has the ability to select which gear he requires torque lock to be in. So if the operator is only wanting torque lock in gears 2 to 4, for example, he can then switch off the first gear, so that would always remain an open torque converter mode as he's going up. But when he's coming back, he may want torque lock in every gear, so he has that ability to select which gear. Also, what we've done as well is on gears 5 to 6, torque lock kicks in as standard. So we don't give the operator to select that. We actually see that as when you're in those gears, you're in a roading mode, that's where you want torque lock to be fully engaged. Because on our previous model, it was the ability to switch torque lock on and off, but now we give a lot more customization to the operator.
And you told me that the engine is a Cummins engine and the transmission is a ZF?
Yeah, so Cummins 6.7 litre QSB engine as our main engine supplier, and then our transmission and axle supplier is of course ZF, well-known brand out there in the market, trusted by us at JCB, and to all of our wheel loaders and our large platform, that is our choice of supplier.
And if we look at the whole series, we have one in the rear of me, that is a bigger one, but that is nothing new with that one then?
No, nothing new with that one. That one's here just to show you, but with the 457S and the 435S, they're now both at the same horsepower. With the 457S, with the weight and the power, that machine delivers around about the 14 horsepower per tonne mark. With the new 435, with the uprated horsepower against the weight, which is only 15 tonne, we're now up to a 19 horsepower per tonne of pushing power.